Inland Sports.
You guys, you know us. We always talk a lot of high school football on this show, and we lead things off. We're going straight out to the Jack, San Jacinto, where we find, well, he's a man on the move. Head coach Aric Galliano. I don't even know where this guy's at. He might be in the drive-thru at a fast food place. I don't know. But he's on the move. He's on the show. And Coach Galliano, thanks for joining us. I really do appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on, Pep.
So what are you doing? Where are you going? You got a full car. I mean, you got kids in the back. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, just leaving the Frost-Off game. Going to head to the winery. Hopefully meet up with Jeff. Go have some fun tonight. So, no, we're just leaving my Frost-Off game. Have the kids. Kids love to come out and support us. So, go get dinner.
No, hopefully we get Coach Galliano back. I know, again, he's traveling around San Jacinto right now. It's frozen. Coach, you froze on us for a second, but now you're back, and we got a shot of all the kids in the back of the car as you're driving around. But I did. There they are. What's up, guys? And, Coach, did you promise them dinner, like some chicken McNuggets and fries? Or, how'd you get them to go to the football game?
We're going to get some biggie bags from Wendy's. they'll each get one. I'll get about 3, and then, we'll have a good night.
Sounds like a good night to me, man. I like those biggie bags. So Wendy's, come on board. Love to have you as a sponsor here on the Inland Sports Show.
Absolutely.
So, Coach Galliano, first things first, we got to talk about your boy Jeff Gorham, man. Last couple weeks, picking these undefeated teams to run the table. First, it was Orange Vista, and we saw them lose. And then it was Liberty, and we saw them lose to you guys last week. Do you have a message for the big Jeezy out there? He's probably watching right now.
Yeah. Please don't pick me the rest of the season.
Why?
No, it's
why? Why,
it's all in fun. I love what he does for both of you guys, what you guys do for high school sports, and just having some fun and getting people to watch. And a couple of my players and coaches were like offended, and we're just having to tell them it's all in fun. So no, it's awesome.
One of the kids in the back was like, "Why? Why?"
Yeah,
that was awesome. Coach, you got short week. You got West Valley Thursday night, right? How do you prepare any differently on a short week?
We just adjust our practice schedule. With our new philosophy, it marries into what we're doing. We're all about, not high reps, but like quality reps, making sure we are good to go. Working certain days and non-speed days. So it kind of fits into what we're already doing with our plan. We just move it up one day. Monday, normally our guys, we're just watching film and getting our scouting report out. So, that day just removed. So it's not a big change for us.
Coach, having a Thursday night game so late in the season, does it give you an opportunity on Friday night to maybe go look at another team? Or, I know it's hard to say because you don't even know what playoff division you'll be in, but do you try to take advantage of a Friday night off?
That's what we're trying to figure it out. Like, my wife made that comment. I'm already preparing myself for Friday night. You're not going to be home because I already know you're going out. So we were trying to decide if there is one or if there's one worth going to. Because like you said, we don't know exactly where we're going to end up. And that's one of the tough things about with the new system. It's kind of taking that out of it. As coaches, I love to get out, and my coaches love to get out. My kids love to go out with me as well to watch all those games. And, not knowing where we're going to be at and who we're going to play, it makes it kind of tough to do those things.
Yeah, I totally get the, the competitive equity thing, but it was nice where you get the rankings every single week. So I would assume whatever division you guys would have been in, you would be in the top 10, and you could see, okay, who's playing on Friday night, who we might meet maybe in the first or even second round, and you could go take a look at those teams. But now you kind of just go in blindfolded. You really won't know until the following weekend when the brackets come out on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's even more so this year. Like with the win in Liberty, we made a big jump, and we're trying to figure out where we're going to end up. And it's normally we're on that thing like crazy, or I'm on it. I'm sending emails trying to find film on people that we could possibly play, but I literally have no clue because it all depends on how the non-league goes and where we end up.
Coach, do you have a preference? It sounds like you'd prefer like the old way where you knew exactly what division you were going to go into before the season even started. But, now that this new format is here, do you have a hunch, an incline where you guys might end up? I think probably around 7-ish. We talked, off camera before about this, but what's your incline about where you guys might end up?
Yeah, right now, I think the guy that does Riverside TV has us at like the bottom of 6. That's where I see it. And I thought it all depends on where our non-league finishes, because we're all tied together. I think we're a 6 or a 7. But who knows? And that's the one thing that's tough. I like the new format. I just don't like finding out at the end of the year. I like the format before. I love the competitive equity. Each buddy has an equal opportunity to be successful. But it's something to be said of knowing who you're going to be preparing for in the playoffs. You have a good idea of who you're watching throughout the year.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm totally with you on that. It was fun to kind of look at the teams in each division, kind of, hey, this might be the championship game, or this might be a team that you'd see in the semifinals, looking at those rankings each and every week. But now, again, we'll all find out on that Sunday when the brackets come out about your playoff destiny. But, Coach, let's talk about the regular season real quick. What I was impressed with about the Tigers the last couple of weeks was that, 2 weeks ago you played Tahquitz, and that was a high-scoring game. You guys posted, 55, I think it was, 55, 48, to get that win. So obviously the offense can do its job. And then the following week you play a very good Liberty team. They've been scoring a lot of points. They've got a great ground game, and you guys toss a shutout. So offense, defense, the last couple of weeks, what has impressed you about San Jac?
I think we're starting. We've hit some bumps throughout the season. I think we're starting to finally, come together as a football team. I didn't want to. Everybody talks about not gelling too soon and not, coming together at the right time. And I think we're starting to hit our stride on both sides. What we're trying to do offensively and defensively. It poses some issues for some people, and being able to have the kids adjust and make those adjustments on the fly and through the game plan. They did a great job last week. Both offensively and defensively.
Coach, you got West Valley this week. I think you end with Paris. You got 2 weeks left in league play in the regular season before you get to playoffs. What are you hoping to see from your team in these last couple of games to kind of feel like you're trending up, ramping up for that playoff run?
My biggest thing we're talking about is discipline and being disciplined within themselves. Prepare, like it's a really big game for us. Like it could be our last game. Because last year we didn't do a very good job at the end of the year preparing, and it showed in the playoffs. And I think a lot of those kids that are back understand the importance of these next 2 weeks as to prepare like it is a playoff game, no matter who we are playing. So now we can still hopefully hit our stride in 2 weeks when the brackets do come out.
Well, Coach, I know you got some big fans out there. One of them, he goes by the name of Dennis Gregovich. He's blowing me up on my phone right now. He says Galliano is my hero.
Tell him that he owes my kids some ice cream too.
Yes. The blue shot. I didn't cry.
Why does he owe him ice cream?
We during COVID we took the kids just to be on the safe side to go get flu shots, and he called when we were on the way and. We're going to get shots. He goes, if you guys don't cry, I'll buy you guys ice cream. And that was like 2 years ago. And he still hasn't paid up. And every time he's on the phone, you owe me Coach Gregovich, you owe me ice cream.
Which I would.
Coach, kids have the best memories. They don't forget anything. You say something once, and they will remember for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, especially now at that age. They're at 7 years old now. I got to be careful with everything I say around them. They're starting to learn how to spell, so you can no longer spell things out when you're trying to talk to your wife.
Oh, I know, right? I know. I went through that stage too. Oh, Coach, we got an update here from Coach Gregovich. He says, love that guy. And he says, and we'll consider this a done deal, like a signed contract. He says, I will get them Cold Stone. It's done.
There we go.
What the?
Awesome.
What is Cold Stone?
It's the best. Cold Stone's the best. You get to mix all the stuff in. It's great.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Coach, listen, you're the best. Listen, I know you're on the move. You're going to the Frosh Soft game. You're going through Wendy's, whatever else you're doing tonight. Listen, I really appreciate the time, especially on a short week against West Valley tomorrow night. But best of luck last 2 weeks of the regular season, and hopefully we can do this again, man. I'd love to have you guys maybe even studio at some point. Fingers crossed if you get to a championship game.
Yeah, I love it. Like, we're excited. The kids are excited. You know, they've been working their butts off, you know, since, you know, we started in July. You know, we're coming down to the end point where we got to start to focus in and do what we need to do. I'm just hoping to keep our streak alive in league and keep doing what we're doing in league, and, you know, be a 4-time league champion. And then hopefully that carries over into the playoffs.
Hey, if you guys make it to a finals, maybe ice cream for the whole team, not just your kids, but ice cream for all the players. How about that?
Absolutely. Breakfast on Thanksgiving morning, you know, that's one of the big things.
Yeah.
You know, in 2018, when we made it to the finals, so that was one of the best times. Is the kids understanding practicing on Thanksgiving Day is a huge accomplishment. You know, so that's why there's nothing like it. And so I've been trying to preach to them, hey, that's our goal of trying to get back to that spot.
Yes, sir. There's not a lot of teams practicing on Thanksgiving. There's only a couple left by that deep into the season.
Absolutely.
Coach Galliano, you are the best. Really appreciate it. Best of luck this week, and hopefully we can reconnect down the road again.
Absolutely. And tell Jeff if you guys aren't busy, come over to the Galliano Winery. You guys are always welcome out here in San Jac.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Coach Galliano, you're the best. That is Aric Galliano, the head football coach for San Jacinto High School here on the Inland Sports Show. Thanks so much, Coach. Really appreciate it. All right, yeah, he's going to go drive through and get a bunch of biggie bags. I don't know if he said it on the air. He was telling me off the air he gets like 3 biggie bags just for himself, and I don't blame him, man. They're really good. So